Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. But it does contain...
Azure-Eyes.
Ah! Impossible!
I hope you guys have your mother's credit card information memorized, because this one is a little expensive. 18 ultra rares and 13 super rares.
What? What the fuck?
I can't wait for the cesspool of a comment section after this one, filled with the angry free-to-play mob carrying their torches and pitchforks. But anyway, here's the deck list. So this deck list, as you can probably already tell, is a 30 card list, so it aims to self-mill itself regularly. As this is a 30 card list, the talking part of this video may be quite a bit longer than normal as there's lots of cards to talk about, but bear with me, I'll try to go through it pretty quick. The skill is Light and Dark, which basically allows you to swap one Dark or Light monster in your hand with another Light or Dark monster in your deck, provided they are the same level and type but opposite attribute. For this deck, the skill has 5 targets. Lyla is a level 4 Light spellcaster type monster, so she can be switched out for both Breaker and Kycoo. Breaker and Lyla have a very similar effect in they both destroy one spell or trap card, but generally you want Lyla in your hand as she also has a self-mill effect that activates during the end phase, which as you'll see later on is kind of what this deck aims to do. Kycoo is only here for the Neos matchup as it basically stops your opponent banishing cards from their graveyard, like a Neos Fusion or Bacon Saver. The other target for the skill, and probably the more important target, is Wulf and Warwolf. Basically, Wulf can be special summoned whenever he is sent to the graveyard from your deck by a card effect, and cannot be normal summoned or set from your hand, so it's important he is in the deck. Hence we want Warwolf, who can be exchanged with using the skill to put it back into the deck. Warwolf simply stops your opponent activating trap cards during the battle phase. Now we have the main win con of the deck, which is sending your deck to the graveyard to summon big boy monsters. So we've already talked about Wulf, but the other target is obviously White Stone, which when sent to the graveyard allows you to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck, which in this case means either normal Blue Eyes or Spirit of White. I won't go through these cards any more than this as I've already done a video on Blue Eyes very recently, and these cards should be pretty well known by now. The next part of the deck is the self-mill cards. I've already spoken about Lyla, but basically she sends 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard during the end phase. Grass is the reason this deck is so large, as it allows you to send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard until your deck is equal to the size of your opponent's deck. So in most cases, this card will send a third of your deck to the graveyard. Ryko, when flipped, sends the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard and allows you to destroy 1 card on the field. This isn't a targeted effect. Dawn Knight, when sent from the field to the graveyard, lets you send 1 light monster from your deck to the graveyard, so normally this means instant White Stone into Blue Eyes, but this can also mean sending Wulf to instantly summon it. If Dawn Knight is sent from the deck to the graveyard, you may add 1 light monster from the graveyard to the top of your deck. Celestia is the only real boss monster we currently have for Light Swarms. If tribute summoned using a Light Swarm monster, you can destroy 2 cards your opponent controls and send the top 4 cards of your deck to the grave. The remaining 2 cards in the deck are cards that basically just like being in the graveyard. Keeper of the Shrine, when in hand or graveyard, may special summon itself when a dragon monster you control is sent to the graveyard from the field. If the monster is a normal monster, you can then add 1 dragon type normal monster from your graveyard to your hand. He also counts as 2 tributes for a dragon type monster. Bacon Saver doesn't really need introduction by now. Basically he just blocks attacks and stuff. Alright guys, that's it for the talking part of the video. I apologise if it was a little long. Just a reminder that I did do a live stream of this deck, which will go up after the video for you guys that want a little bit more extra gameplay and commentary. The rest of this video will just be 8 or 9 gameplays of this deck list in action. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, comment if you have any questions or feedback. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Also, make sure to join my Discord down below.
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh,